Last time on Eorzea's Next Top Model, 4 girls were exposed to a level 5 biohazard, but Raquel fell ill to the deadly virus and had to be quarantined. Luckily, she was revived by the fans' highly potent decontamination boat serum and allowed to stay in the competition. Only 4 models remain. Who will be Eorzea's next top model?
Wanna be on top?
Episode of Eorzea's Next Top Model. For round 6, we had the models team up with 2 girlfriends to produce a shot reminiscent of Charlie's Angels. Fortunately, Rongi couldn't think of a horrible way the models could have died in this photo shoot. Let's see their best shots. Great job, models! Now we'll hear what both you and the judges have to say. Fruity Tooty, you're up first.
These are my home girls, Tiffany and Rwanda. Fruity needs some backup when she is on the streets when all these ENTM fans are rolling around. We flex and no one's going to mess with us. Especially not you judges.
This was actually my favorite picture out of this round, surprisingly. I really liked the background that she had, and I just felt an extreme empowerment with this. I think it was extremely risky that she actually didn't choose any clothing, and that almost might seem contradictory to a model, but almost I feel that is a complete innovative thing. The theme was girl power, and what more empowerment do you want than 2 Rogadins standing behind you and just showing off? And I think that the fact that they're all in pose and they're not wearing anything, I thought that was really cool. For me personally, I saw that as a
this
whole
is
new
feminism.
Yeah, I saw it as a whole new kind of just way of looking at Eorzea's next top model. You don't have to wear anything. Look at me, I can be amazing. I kind of wish maybe I know they couldn't crop this one, but maybe they filled out the screen a little bit more. But I do like how they're in front. Fruity's just I'm ready to go, and then she's got these 2 badasses behind her. Other than that, I really like this picture. This is my favorite of the round.
This looks like a bodybuilding shot to me, just with the flexing and the posing faces. It's definitely amusing. It's certainly an interesting take on the girl power thing. I don't really get the Charlie's Angels or the YRP feel from it. But it's certainly, just based on the round title, a very different interpretation. There is one thing, however, about this pic that I cannot stop staring at, which is the pointy shard coming out of the blonde Rogadin's head.
Yep.
She apparently turned into a unicorn. And I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it is extremely distracting. But it's a very creative take on the round theme.
I love a lot of Fruity's shots. She's so capable of being funny and yet her charismatic and artistic. However, this shot didn't really feel for me. One, I feel the models are a little too pale for the shot. The shadowing's off, and especially the shadowing on her face, I wasn't much keen for. But otherwise than that, it's still a great shot, and I love the fact that they did the whole naked thing, like Noriko said, because it does show the empowerment. I kind of wish they would have picked a different background for it, is all.
Midge!
There are only 3 ladies cute enough to save Starlight. I quite liked how the river came out in this image, but it's the theme that was the most fun.
I don't know about you guys, but I think this is super cute. The whole Christmas thing.
Concept-wise,
it's
I
very
think it
cute.
is awesome.
Yeah.
It is very, very cute. I don't really think it fits the round. They're all women. At least I assume that the one in the reindeer contest, the reindeer outfit, is also a female. But you can't really tell because Lalafell. But I don't.
Hey.
I don't really get the girl power theme feel from this one. It's a very cute shot, and other than the framing, I like the fact that they use the diamond weapons with the snowy theme. It's a very, very cute shot. I just don't feel it really is appropriate for the round.
Though I do find this to be absolutely adorable, I do kind of have to agree with Ty. The background and everything was well thought out for the shot itself, and the costumes were so well coordinated together. It is lovely, even with the weapons. But when it does come to girl power, to me this is Christmas, and that's the only part that would possibly make me not like it as much. But otherwise than that, I just kind of love this shot.
I'm pretty similar on that. I definitely see the cute theme. I love that. Really like the reindeer, and even though you might not like, I trust that's a female Taru under there. I really like the depth of field also in the background. Like, you have that river going straight through, and it's not too distracting, but it really gives me a lot to look at in the background. And then, like you guys were saying before, with the crystal weapons matching, I definitely like it. But I can see this more of a Christmas theme rather than a girl power theme. But it is very cute.
Raquel!
The girl power shot took the most time because we had to farm for the Shiba weapons, but seeing how the shot turned out, yeah, it was all well worth it. So I hope the judges like it as well.
Now, see, this one, it's the same theme. You have the same kind of weapons going on in the snowy area, but I do feel it fits the theme a little bit better. I would say that Midge's shot was a little bit cuter, but this one does fit the theme a lot better. Like I said, the outfits being together, they even have the really cute moccasins. I would love a pair of those.
I
the
love
only
this
down
outfit.
point, yeah, it's really cute. They even have matching hair to an extent, which is also really neat. The only thing that I would change, perhaps, is where some people like the shot to not have everybody in the middle and they like them more turned to the side. I don't mind that so much, but I feel that the left side is kind of boring. I almost wish that they would have panned the camera angle so the tower and such was on the left side rather than behind
that would
them.
be good.
That would be the only thing that I would say about this shot, but otherwise than that, it was very well thought out.
I completely agree with Sierra with the tower being on the left side. I think, or right side. I think that would have just balanced it, like you were saying, a lot more. Also, with the person who's on the far right, how she's the only one looking more towards the side. I like it, but at the same time, I'm curious if it would have looked better maybe if they were all in unison, just because of the fact that they're all almost wearing the same gear except for their weapons, which changed. So that might have been a nice tweak, like just having that all aligned. But other than that, this was a really high-ranking shot for me too. I loved like the atmosphere that it portrayed, the fact that they're reacting to it because they're all in warmer clothing. I really like that, and the weapons obviously give off that snow vibe. I thought it was a great girl power shot.
Yeah, I agree with basically everything that's been said. It's a very, very good concept. I love the color choices and the fact that the weapons all match. That's excellent. Yep, the tower being to the left of that space would have been absolutely wonderful. I also have some issues with some of the thing in this. I don't like the fact that the arm is propped off the top of the shot. And the
She could have
positioning
zoomed out a little bit more.
The positioning of the paladin's sword feels a little odd as well, because it's cutting off right behind Raquel's legs, and with her feet being cut off. Just zooming out is exactly what would have really pushed it up to me. It's a very, very strong shot regardless, but just pulling out the camera a little more so we could see the rest of the polearm and their feet would have made it absolutely fantastic.
Sylvie!
Me and my homegirls getting ready to kick some ass. It's dangerous to go alone, for the night is dark and full of terrors. Bonus points for lightning strike and dodgy use of Zelda Game of Thrones quotes.
Overall, I really like this picture. I love the background, the silhouette of is that Wander's Palace, or I don't know which extension that is. Wander's Palace. I really like the silhouette that comes from there with the sky, and she captured the lightning bolt, which is really good because I bet she probably kept hitting her screenshot button until she got that. It's kind of weird. I love the placement too with the water. You get that glow that comes on, and I mean we've already talked about how Sylvie's skin just is amazing for those kind of shots. I love Sylvie's gear. My only, I guess, thing that I think could have made it a little bit stronger, and this might have been what she was going for, was with all the other ones, they're all kind of matching in a sense where they might not be exactly matching, but this one is probably deviating the farthest from them all being in a cohesive armor. But that might also be the case where, you know, this is a party probably just either coming out of Wanderer's Palace or about to enter, and that might have been what they were trying to portray, but I think it would have been a little bit nicer if we could have seen just a little bit more cohesiveness on all of their outfits. It didn't have to be the same per job, but especially like, is that Kalea?
Lowena is who I think it is.
Okay.
I think it's Lowena. I was going to ask if that was Lowena from Cycle.
I think I asked her and she didn't answer, but I think.
Well, if that it is, like, I like how she incorporated the silver dye, and, you know, hers, I have that, but then you have the other person who has just the white, and I don't see how that necessarily might go with it. And
she seems like she just kind of ran up and was like, hey guys.
I'm late, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't even have my armor on, I'm just in my prawn panties still.
But otherwise, like, I like this picture as a whole, the whole atmosphere. I just wish that it would have, their outfits might have been a little bit more cohesive.
I agree to a certain extent. I mean, the background is absolutely phenomenal, and to catch the lightning strike there in the perfect positioning is wonderful. And I do feel that there's cohesiveness in the outfit between Sylvie and I'm going to assume that's Lowena, so I'm just going to call her that, because they do have the same kind of metallic theme to her. Or the green skirt feels a little out of place, but I'm pretty sure that's just Lowena's
I think it matches
thing.
her staff though, kinda.
It works, but yeah, it's the Makode on the right who feels like that they're the one kind of letting it down a bit, because yeah, you're right. It feels like they just forgot to put their armor on for running out.
Yeah.
I was like, they really should be flipped and facing the other direction. I almost feel like their back should be towards Sylvie, like Lowena's is, and that would have made the whole thing feel a little more cohesive. Also, if they actually had the bow drawn in the battle pose like they were, But overall, I mean, this was an absolutely fantastic shot. I love it really has that whole. It does to me feel cohesive from the first two. It's just that third one is kind of there and out, but the overall feel of the shot is absolutely fantastic.
Thanks, everyone. Now I'll just add up the judges' scores. And the model in first place this week is Raquel.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Only 2 more names to call, and one of them is Sylvie. Fruity Tooty, Midge, that means you're this week's bottom 2, and only one of you will join Raquel and Sylvie in the top 3. This was an incredibly difficult decision. Fruity, you've been consistent this entire contest. Not at the bottom, but not at the top either. Midge, you've been all over the place, but you've won 2 rounds. The judges and I have thought about it long and hard, and the model moving on to the next round is Fruity Tooty. You're still in the running to becoming Eorzea's next top model. Midge, my fellow Lalafell, it's been an honor working with you, and thank you so much for participating in Eorzea's Next Top Model YouTube edition. You gave us quite the show. Take care and see you in game.
Goodbye, Midge. You are always wonderful, always so terrific, and I will still see you in game all the time.
Goodbye, Midge.
Best of luck, Midge. Don't turn me into anything unnatural, please.
See you in game, Midge.
By all things ours, the price of fame is steep. You must needs embrace your dreams, and whatever happens, protect your beauty. As a model, don't forget it.